Have you ever thought about what it means to be worthy? In one of the Bible's most intense visions, the fate of the entire universe actually hangs on that one single question: who is worthy? So today, we're diving deep into the book of Revelation to see why this one word is the absolute key to understanding the whole story of redemption.
Okay, so the scene opens with this cosmic crisis. The Apostle John sees God on his throne, and in his hand is a sealed scroll, a scroll that holds the destiny of everything. But then, total despair. He just breaks down weeping because a search of the entire cosmos, heaven, earth, you name it, turns up no one. Not a single being is worthy enough to even look at the scroll, let alone open it. The stakes could not be higher.
And that's the big question, right? This isn't just some random book. It's God's entire redemptive plan. So why the universal failure? What does it even mean to be worthy in a situation like this? Well, let's unpack this mystery together.
So let's really set the stage here. You've got this mighty angel, and he throws down a challenge to the entire universe. Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll? And remember, this scroll is everything. It's God's purpose, his plan for salvation. And the response? Just dead silence.
I mean, think about the sheer scope of this search. It covers every possible dimension: heaven with all its powerful angels, earth with every great leader, prophet, or saint who ever lived, even the spiritual realms below. And the verdict is exactly the same everywhere. No one measures up. This isn't just a small hiccup, it is a full-blown universal crisis.
So what on earth does the Bible mean by worthy? For us, it might mean someone is nice or deserving. But in this vision, that word carries a very specific and kind of heavy meaning. And getting a handle on it is the key to this whole story.
The original Greek word here is axios, and it's not just about being good enough. It's actually a term of measurement. It means having the right weight, the sufficient value. It's like being placed on a divine scale and needing to be found sufficient. That's the idea.
Let's make this really simple. Think of it like this. Back in the ancient world, a coin was considered axios if it had the right amount of gold or silver in it. It had real, measurable weight. Well, in the same way, to open God's scroll, a person or a sacrifice has to have enough spiritual weight to satisfy the demands of perfect justice. This isn't about being a good person, it's about having an inherent, priceless value.
So, okay, why the complete and total failure? Why does every single created being fall short of this standard? Well, the Bible points to a kind of threefold problem, a total inability that's rooted in our very nature. First, we just can't atone. Simple as that. Because everyone has sinned, no one can offer up the perfect, spotless sacrifice needed to pay for that sin. An imperfect being can't possibly satisfy a perfect God. Those scales of justice demand a weight we just don't have. Second, we can't even comprehend it. That scroll holds the mystery of God's plan, and without his help, it's completely sealed to us. It's like it's written in a language our brains can't decode. That's why the text says no one was found worthy to even read the book. And third, we can't even look at it. The holiness of God's redemptive work is so pure, so brilliant, that our sinful nature can't even gaze upon it. To stand in his holy place and look at his plan requires a purity that no one in creation has on their own. So we can't atone, we can't understand, and we can't even look. We're completely stuck. But right as John's weeping hits its peak, right when all hope seems totally lost, an elder speaks up. Turns out, this cosmic crisis has a solution. There is one figure, and only one, who can solve this impossible problem. And here it is, the great paradox at the very heart of the Christian faith. The hero isn't a conquering king or a mighty warrior angel. It's a lamb, a symbol of sacrifice, a lamb who was slain. And yet, this slain lamb is the only one in all of existence declared worthy. And at that moment, all of heaven just erupts in praise.
So what gives this lamb enough weight? What's the secret? Well, the Apostle Peter explains it perfectly. He says redemption can't be bought with normal stuff, like silver or gold. That stuff is worthless on the divine scale. The only currency with enough weight, the only thing precious enough, is the blood of Christ, a perfect, spotless lamb. His worthiness is totally unique. Why? Well, because he is both God and man. His sacrifice has infinite value. He came from heaven so he could reveal heavenly things. He's the only one who truly knows God. His death completely satisfied justice, and his resurrection fulfilled the very plan that was written on that scroll. You see, he doesn't just meet the standard, he is the standard. Okay, this is where this huge cosmic drama becomes incredibly personal for you and me. The Lamb's worthiness doesn't just solve some problem up in heaven, it solves our problem, right here. It creates a path for the unworthy to be made worthy.
And this leads to this beautiful idea called the Great Exchange. It works like this. We start out completely unworthy, right? We can't measure up. But then the Lamb offers his perfect, infinite worth. And in this incredible act of grace, his worth is credited to our account. It's given to us. So we're declared worthy not because of anything we did, but because of who he is and what he did for us.
And that, right there, is the essence of grace. It's a free gift. We are justified, which means declared righteous, declared worthy, not by our own struggles to tip the scales, but completely through the redemption that Jesus accomplished. His worth becomes our standing before God.
So, this all leads to a really profound, life-altering question. If our ultimate value, our worthiness before God, isn't something we have to earn or strive for, but something we just receive as a gift through the Lamb, then how does that change everything? How does that change the way we live each day? Now that is a question we're thinking about.